Yeah. All right. I believe we are live. It's been a while. Here, I'll post it. Yeah, it's on the face or the. Yes, we are. What's going on, fellas? What's up, Scott Hill? We're going to give it a little bit. Get everybody shared the links. Awesome. I'll write them down since I'm running the generator. Is that someone's Discord I keep hearing? Or what's that notification? Hold up. Technical issues. Okay. Let me see if I do this. Okay, somebody talk. You guys talk.
I'm talking.
Yeah. Talk.
Test
Talk.
1, 2, 3.
All right, I think we got it. You guys, give us a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear us.
Oh, somebody asked where Thomas is. Hopefully people can hear me. But Thomas said he had something come up kind of last minute, so he wasn't able to join us this evening.
Yeah, you probably had to like fish or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
we got
going
a thumbs
fishing.
up. We got a thumbs up.
He said the carp were biting really good, so he had to ditch this.
Seriously, carp? Or are you just being...
I'm just being a smart aleck.
I was like, oh, I wonder how he prepares those.
Yeah. Most people don't eat carp, right?
Elliot does.
I tried one time. Danny Boy caught a big carp. We caught a bunch of catfish and a big old carp. We cooked it all, and he tried to make that carp. It was the nastiest, brownest looking meat. It was disgusting.
But you like gar, right?
Man, I'm telling you. Gar is pure white meat like chicken.
I heard
You
it's
just have to get past the plated scales.
I heard it's the best fish, gar none.
I'm gonna have to do a gar. We caught a few gar. Golden Boy and I caught a few gar 2 weeks ago on the Missouri River in this spot, and we talked about keeping them, but I'll have to do that next time.
Yeah.
It's no lie. I'm not lying, man. It's good stuff.
Hey, I'll try it
either because we were on the Kansas River doing one of those survival trips, and that's all we caught. So we're good.
You do is what you got.
Yeah. So for those of you guys who are just tuning in, tonight is the drawing night for our giveaway that we did on Facebook. So if you guys don't follow us on Facebook, be sure to do that because you're missing out. We just did a giveaway on there. We also have an Instagram, so be sure to check us out on there. And if you are not subscribed to the channel here on YouTube, be sure to do that. But we've got the giveaway drawing this evening. Do we want to go ahead and do that right now while we got everybody in here all fresh and ready?
It's good with me.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a yes.
Okie doke.
All
So
right.
what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using a random comment picker. So to enter in the giveaway, you had to comment on the photo that we posted. So we're going to use a random comment picker to pick 6 winners. So who wants to be the person giving away the first hat to the first winner?
I think we should do the newest hats first. So, Elliot.
Ooh.
Mine just came in. They were like 4 days ago.
Hot off the press.
Sweet.
Awesome. Well, I got the comment pulled up on the live stream, so everyone's going to see it. You're live, so I'm going to go ahead and run it. So this one's for Elliot's.
I'm giving away this color like the one I'm wearing.
All right. Kevin Carter.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Congrats.
Alrighty, who's up next?
Who's hat number 2? We'll do Thomas since he's not here.
All right. And this one's for Thomas. Brandon Summit.
Congrats.
Winner.
Chicken dinner.
We can do mine next.
Alrighty.
What's up, Jack and John?
We got Crystal.
Crystal?
Buns.
Crystal Buns? I want to say something that name reminds me of, but I'm not going to go there.
It's Buns.
Hey,
Bunts.
Bunts, not buns.
Yeah, Bunts.
Oh, butts. Butts?
No, with an N. Bunts.
Oh,
With a
bunts,
TZ
like
at
bunt
the end.
cakes. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll get my mind out of the gutter. You guys were all thinking that too.
I was just trying not to butcher it. Who we got left? Me and
I guess
Titus.
you can do mine. Yeah, go for it.
He left.
Yeah, you can do mine.
Alrighty. Here we go for Titus.
Winning a Mid-Valley Mercenaries hat.
Trevor
Behind
Rosenberry.
door number 1.
Who was that?
Trevor Rosenberry.
Rosenberry.
Alrighty.
I'm writing these in the chat too. So
Awesome. And then let's go with Matt.
all right.
Oh, we can't have a repeat winner, right?
No,
All right.
no repeats.
Sorry, Kevin. You don't get 2. What are the chances?
I know, right?
Chuck Dyer.
Chuck, congratulations.
Nice. Sweet.
Una Mas. This one's for me.
Duck Gun Chronicles had it.
Colin Culberson.
And
Congratulations.
those are the lucky winners.
Congratulations, everybody.
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right.
Got them all in there. So I'll make sure to message everybody, letting you know which hat you got, and all I'll need back from everybody is an address.
Well, now what? We have no itinerary at all. So if you guys have any topics that you want us to cover tonight and just do a little chit chatting about, drop it in the live chat and we'll talk about it a little bit. But do you guys have anything planned for the summer, rest of July? What are you guys planning on doing? Any videos coming up?
What's a video?
Yeah.
Got a trout
Go ahead.
Got a trout fishing trip coming up first weekend in August, but nothing really in July.
Well, that's not necessarily true, Matt. There is something coming out at the end of July
What's that?
for everybody, right?
Yeah, I haven't started that yet.
I haven't either.
I got
Someone's
5.
have to walk me through how to do that.
I got 5 done, or 4 done.
I've got 1 done.
Got 2. I did Titus's and Josh's.
I'm like anxious to see these.
I think they're good.
Does everybody know about this, or are we not saying nothing? Or
I don't know.
We might as well just tease it.
Yeah,
why not?
tease.
Like some big
That's
secret.
that's why you get to watch these, is you get kind of a spoiler alert into the
Yeah.
future.
Well, we got. You want me to say it?
Josh, do it.
We're gonna do. So, guys, we're gonna do some what do you call it? Reaction videos. So we're all gonna be reacting to each member of the Flyways Collective. So that's gonna be how many videos? Elliot, help me with my math here.
5 each.
Everyone's
30.
doing 5, so 30.
30, yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot. I'm
Everyone will
actually
do one a
excited.
week.
Yeah. Did we talk about? I know this is kind of a meeting topic, but it can be discussed in here too. You know, we can just release them throughout the week whenever we want, right? Just kind of our own schedule. Probably better that way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think just 1 a week.
Yeah, that way nobody.
Are we going to do a schedule like so-and-so releases? If we did do a schedule, everyone would have a review video of their own video coming out once a week.
Yeah,
Schedule,
that would work.
if we did it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's complicated.
We'll have to figure that one out later.
I'll follow a schedule if someone makes one.
I think it'd be fun to watch though. I think it's fun recording it and watching someone else's, and it's gonna be fun seeing what you guys say to like my videos or vice versa.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the first one I did was Josh's that he sent me. Did you give me that one, Josh, because of where you were hunting? Do you remember which one you gave me?
I don't remember what one I gave you.
I can't remember mine.
You shot a pintail and a green wing at a place that south of us.
Oh, that hunt. Yeah, the little 119 hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one. Okay. Yeah, that was a fun hunt. That was the first day I had the final approach whoopgrass on the blind.
Yeah, you talked about it. At the beginning of the video, I was like, we hunt pretty much kind of in the same area, so I'm always trying to figure out if I know where he's hunting. 5 minutes into that video, I'm like, yep, he's at.
Oh yeah, if you know that place, you know where it is.
Yeah.
Here's a few questions coming in.
Someone wants nicknames for the rest of the crew.
Oh boy.
I mean, we got a few. Elliot's Graybeard. I'm Oak Nuts. Thomas is Young Thomas.
You guys seen Jordan's Oak Nuts decals he's sending out with his hats? Have you guys seen those?
Is he really?
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Have one, Jordan?
Can you have one?
Hold up.
Oh, I'll go grab one.
With every hat he's made Oak Nuts decals.
Yeah,
That's
that was
funny.
pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good. Did you write the lyrics or did what's his name write them?
Tim Cochran wrote them.
Wrote the lyrics.
Cochran
nice.
has written like 7 or 8 songs now. Some of them are just about duck hunting, and then some of them are about specific people. He's incredible.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's a pretty funny story because we had the podcast where I talked about it, and then the next day I jump on the Fellowship of the Duck Gun, and they had like a poll for what nickname, like they literally were voting on what nickname it should be, and it was like, I don't know, a bunch of ridiculous stuff, but Oak Nuts won. And anyways, then Tim Cochran put out a bunch of little phrases like scratching out a limit or itching to hunt or whatever.
Awesome.
But yeah,
What's Thomas's?
Young Thomas.
Young Tommy. Who else?
Like little Tommy.
Little Tommy.
Tommy boy.
Yeah, that's a good one. What, is there anyone else that has one?
We could call you Arnold, Titus.
Arnold. Yeah.
Get to the
I know, I
chopper.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to my name. I know it's not going to be anything good.
I think Big T is just perfect for that. You've been called that before.
I'm not good coming up with names unless something specifically happens, which usually how a name comes up anyways,
Yeah.
Something obviously like Jordan has to come up, but
Is mine still Platinum Boy?
ooh.
Where we left it, I don't know, man. That's pretty concrete to just give you that for the rest of life. We got to think about that a little bit. Well, before we just on you the platinum boy, I think Midas is a you. Then there's Titus,
Midas?
and how can you have Titus in mind? Because everything Josh touches turns to gold.
I do have the golden touch.
I mean, look at that ridiculous first YouTube channel you had. That was like 40,000 subs on that one.
Yeah.
Come on.
I didn't know,
That was
but
pretty
what was
ridiculous.
that one called?
It was
Huh?
I never even, what channel is that?
It was called
he
Cope
did-
Junkies.
He doesn't like talking about it.
It was
Yeah.
what junkie?
Copenhagen.
Oh, okay. I did hear about that. I've heard about that. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, 40,000 subs on that thing?
Yeah.
Dude, how long ago was that? Because I'm almost curious if Outlaws was after yours.
So I started that channel when Outlaw was at like 25,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow. So it was probably getting suggested in there and
Mm-hmm.
stuff too.
Yeah.
That's, and you just shut it down?
Yeah. Wanted to move
Yeah.
on. Bigger and better things.
Nice.
I do kind of have the golden touch though. Like on that fishing trip that Elliot and I went on, I caught a bunch.
Like 7, and the rest of us caught, I think, what, your brother-in-law caught 1, and the 3 of us caught 0 or something. Or no, I think I caught 1.
Yeah. You caught that little gar.
Yeah.
Did you eat it? You're just saying how
Why you
good
sound-
gar are.
You sound like everybody that you show a fishing picture to. Did you eat it?
Yeah. Or half the people
Almost
who
always
come,
catch and release.
all the people who come to duck hunting videos that don't know about duck hunting. Are you guys gonna eat all those birds?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No, we throw them in a ditch on the way home.
In South Dakota.
Well, some people been doing that lately.
Elliot just
Yeah,
went full
again.
robot.
We one time we were on we were at one of our refuges, and there's a lot of snow geese there. And we were by this ditch back in the parking lot. We were leaving for the day, and we had limited out. We come back, and I go around the corner and take a leak over by a tree, and I look down. There's like literally 16 snow geese in a ditch laying in there. Someone shot the day and just dumped in that ditch. I was like, "Are you?" I went and told the game warden, so I don't think they could track that, but it makes you sick.
Okay, here's a question. Are any of you guys planning on going on any big game hunts?
Mallards count as big game.
Canada goose.
I think they mean deer and stuff.
I might shout it.
On it.
I might try to shoot a whitetail. That's about it.
I always get one just to fill the freezer.
Yeah. I don't care for California. Big game hunting. It's not that good out here. I'm surprised you guys in Kansas don't, and Nebraska. I know you do, Matt, but there's some monsters in Kansas.
Yeah, we saw a couple.
Yeah.
I only have so many weekends, and I'm not giving up waterfowl hunting to go chase a deer.
That's true. It's right in the middle of your waterfowl season, huh?
And I mean,
yeah.
None of my family were really big into it. My dad deer hunted a little bit, but the culture in my family was upland bird hunting and then waterfowl hunting. That's just how it was.
See, that's the
rifle
thing.
season. Rifle season in Nebraska is usually when the first big push of mallards come through. Because I always take one weekend to go deer hunt, and I always see just flocks and flocks of them, and it kills me every year. So this year, I don't even think I'm going to rifle hunt.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. If that was the thing at the same time, there ain't no way.
Yeah.
I mean, I like shooting deer, but there's no way.
I'd rather clean a duck than a deer.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got.
Ian and I were talking if I got out of school because of COVID, there's this island on the Missouri River that's on the Kansas side that I've been doing a lot of scouting on because there's some marshy stuff on it, and there's deer tracks all over that thing. And every time I've been on that island, see deer, and it's legal. I could probably camp. So I would like to do it if I could do a deer camp where I was like just filming someone and camp out a couple nights and do that whole thing where I had extra time. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
But then you'll see all the
schools
mallards.
like that, huh?
I have mixed emotions about it. Selfishly, I'm hoping. But, it's hard to really hope for it because the implications.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily that people are sick, because in my opinion, it's another. Well, we don't want to get on that topic, but honestly, it wouldn't be that. It's just it's basically your local government. It's who's gonna decide that, whether it really needs to be that way or not.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful to have more time to hunt. That's for sure.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I just hope there's football too, though.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Poor guy. No more Husker football.
How are you gonna take a whole season?
This is gonna be the year too.
It was. They're really starting to improve. So.
Yeah, they're gonna finally beat Iowa.
You always say they just need one more year. Maybe if they get 2 more years.
Plus, the Patriots got Cam Newton now, so that's another Super Bowl.
Because he's been to so many lately.
Let's see what else we got here for questions. Top 3 things to take with you when hunting unscouted waters from a kayak, excluding the kayak, paddle, PFD, shells, and camo.
Well, there goes all mine.
Dry bag.
Dry bag, that's a big one.
Your license and federal stamp.
Probably a gun. And decoys.
Decoy gloves. When you're paddling.
Those are big. Yep.
A sled. Take extra decoys.
I still need to get one of those.
Jet sled, man.
They're
you
a
can
game changer.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
That might be my purchase I get when I go to Rogers. They sell some massive sleds. Like, it'd fill up my truck bed. It is awesome.
We've got a pretty big one. You got to be careful with those because our tendency is too full. And then, on the way in, it's okay. But then on the way out, you're just dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've done that too. Full of like full body geese and A-frames and then pulling it into a muddy field. And it's literally like, it's just killer. Uphill. Both ways.
Through mud are
Yes, no.
terrible.
Yeah. Bobby Swaney, the sled that I use is Jet Sled. I think that's a common name. Honestly, I don't think there's a huge difference between any of them because they're all just made from plastic. I mean, you can get them from Eagle Claw, Jet Sled. I'm sure there's just a ton of different brands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I've got the Eagle Claw ones, and they work great.
Yeah.
Someone asked what our dream duck is. I think we talked about this last time, didn't we?
Mine's a Pintail.
I don't know.
King Eider.
Yeah.
Black duck.
Ooh. That's a hard decision.
I think Josh's is a hen spoonie.
I've shot those.
It doesn't mean it can't be your dream, right? To shoot another one.
Blonde mallard.
That's a good one.
Ooh.
Travis shot a blonde teal. No, it's not a blonde teal. It was a leucistic teal. I would say King Iron too, but I'm never gonna be able to afford it unless Matt takes me long.
We'll go up there sometime.
Can you get them in Maine?
No, I think they're just around Alaska, and then
Okay.
I don't know. There was a video where there were just like thousands of them landing on a fishing boat.
Yeah.
I don't know where that was though.
I think that was in Russia.
Okay.
That still might be cheaper than having it guided in Alaska.
Yeah, probably can shoot as many as you want there too.
Yeah.
Dude, the Russians are all about duck hunting.
Really?
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like a thing over there.
Hmm.
Same thing with like Pakistan, too.
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah, I do know
Pakistan.
that.
On Facebook, I get a bunch of messages from people in Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen their
They're
videos?
holding up these they're holding up these birds. I'm like, why did you shoot that ugly thing?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to see duck hunt? You can do it on the Great Lakes. I did it on the Great Lakes last year. Shot some old squall. That was pretty cool. But we had one group of sea ducks come in, and I was actually not in a layout boat when it happened, but my dad got 3 shots at him coming right in at him, and unfortunately he whiffed on all 3. So he's probably gonna hear this and relive the agony. He was pretty disappointed he missed, but it's difficult shooting from those layout boats. So
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the cards for me this year. Sometime though.
Traveling might be tough this year.
Yeah, I don't know about getting into Canada at all. Someone was saying September 1st they thought was when they would start opening back up, but that might be pushed back even.
yeah. I mean, is there a chance that they make it so we can't go to Kansas? Like,
I mean,
Elliot, you're cutting out. Anyone hear Elliot?
No.
No.
I can't hear it. I can't hear him.
We'll find out if we can go.
Yeah.
Sure hope so.
Yeah,
That'd be a letdown. Oh, there he goes.
we lost Elliot.
And he's back.
there we go. I
Maybe.
think the they would do with Kansas is just say you have to quarantine yourself if you go there.
So, like, just stay in the marsh.
for 14 days. I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
I don't know. That's a long vacation.
Yeah, I don't have the vacation leave to do that, but
I'm-
if they're gonna make me,
I'm also sure that my wife wouldn't be too glad about me being gone for 2 weeks straight to duck hunt.
Think you just have to quarantine yourself when you gotta.
oh,
Kansas won't make that quarantine.
No.
Well, what they don't know can't hurt them.
what's a good age to get kids in the blind? So I guess we could turn this into when did you guys first go hunting, or we can, I guess, turn it into both parts.
I
Duck
was
hunting, I guess.
I started hunting like as far as upland. I was probably, I don't know, 10, 11, something like that. I had a single shot 20 gauge my grandpa gave me. And that's probably a good age to have someone start shooting a single shot 20 gauge. Honestly, any younger, and you can worry about deterring them just from negative experiences. I think it all depends on the kids. If some kids just eat it up, and it's like a dog that has a ton of drive. You're gonna have a hard time just breaking them of that drive, and you can have the same thing with kids. So if a kid's not really into it, and you try to force them, they're just gonna be driven away from it instead of towards it. So and just judge it by the kid, and have them out there a few times before you actually have them shooting the gun, and just make it a positive experience. Make sure it's a warmer day, maybe cook some food in the blind, and then don't stay too long.
Lots of snacks.
Yep.
Think
I'm
of
on
it
that
kind of
one.
like when you're training a dog to gunshot fire. Want to make sure that you're really careful with it, and that it's always around in a positive experience, like Jordan said, because you can certainly bad experiences at early ages can, Jordan said, lead them the wrong way.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that could be kind of a two-part thing, because like there's a difference between taking a kid out hunting and then actually having them, behind the gun, behind the trigger, and that's like Jordan says, kind of depend on the kid.
Yeah, I think everybody wants their kid to start, at 3 or something like that. But, I mean, you can start with the little things. Take them out, get them used to the ducks, cleaning it, and just work up from that.
Well, too, for my girls, they just begged and begged and begged. So I finally took them. It's a little easier when they're begging and wanting to go than you just making them go. You know what I mean? Because if you make them, like you said, it could be too early. I think boys are different though too. But they were 7 and 10 when I took them out, but it was a perfect setting. And for that age, I would only take them in certain situations where you could keep them warm. Like Elliot said, you got plenty of snacks, and they could stay dry. It was kind of like a raised blind, and so they were standing up. We waded through the marsh, and then I picked them up. I carried them in a jet sled through the water, and then put them in the blind. And there's seats in there, so I know there's not a lot of places like that, but that was like a perfect scenario.
Yeah.
I knew I was only going to take them out there for like 2 hours, and my hope was to shoot, just one bird, so they can see the experience and then go get them breakfast, and that's pretty much what happened. And they really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, it was, like Elliot said, it was right on the line where my youngest was like, the snacks were gone. And so it was time to go eat breakfast,
Yeah. That was a cool video, Titus.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that was like one of my favorite from last year, just for it worked out,
Didn't you shoot like 2
It
mallards?
was, yeah, that was just a cherry on top, because a teal came through and I shot it, and I was thinking, okay, I'm good, I can leave now. And they saw it, and they were all excited, and they held it and looked at it, and was like, okay, we're good. I was getting ready to leave actually, and 2 mallards started working, and then I scotch doubled on them, and that was like for me, you know, because they didn't see that one, but that was just like perfect. I packed up, we left right after that. I was like, that was perfect. Couldn't ask for a better deal for the kids.
Do you think they'll want to go again, and do you think they will want to actually hunt, Titus?
Vivian, my oldest, she's 11 now. She's in the middle of her class in California. They make it, you know, to get their hunter safety, they make them go to like a 2-day deal. And it's like, I mean, there's different ones, but the ones I've seen, it's like a 2-day deal. It's like $100 or whatever. But because of the COVID, they've been allowing us to do the whole thing online, and it's like $25. So Vivian's been sent in, and we just go knock out a little bit at a time, so she can learn gun safety and this and that. But she's dying. Like this morning, she's like, Dad, I can't wait for duck season. But again, just because she's smaller, she can actually hold up a 20 gauge now. But I'm going to obviously do a lot of practicing with her beforehand. And I think I probably will let her hunt and shoot, probably only on the junior hunt, I'm thinking, because even though she still really wants to go, she's not going to want to go out there when we're out there for 6 hours and not seeing nothing, right? I want to take her on a junior hunt where there's birds everywhere, and she has really good odds of shooting something, even if it's just one bird, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So she really wants to go, though. Like, she keeps asking about it. I'm surprised. So I'm excited. My younger one's hasn't really said nothing about it, though.
Jackson Woodworth asks, factory or aftermarket chokes? We know Elliot shoots an aftermarket full tight choke.
Extra
but
full.
I'm more of just like a factory guy. I like what comes with the gun. I think we probably all have different opinions. And the thing is, I haven't done a lot of testing outside of the factory ones. I've just found that they're that they do a decent job working in the gun they come with. Yeah, and Elliot really doesn't shoot a full restricted choke. I'll say it.
I think people should focus more on their shot selection and less on their choke.
I think chokes are cool. I mean, I think there's some cool factor to it. A lot of people want them because of that, right? Who does anybody shoot? I think you shoot aftermarket, Josh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else shoot aftermarket?
I do.
Yeah, I do now. I think the thing is, and it pretty much goes along with what Elliot's saying, is I think it's more, I'm not trying to say this like I'm some good shot, but like, I think it's almost more of an advanced thing to worry about that, because that, to me, that's not something you should worry about when you're a beginner hunter anyways. You know? I don't know. If you're, like you said, shot selection is really key for a newer hunter. Even for older hunters too, but it's almost like more of something fun to do than it is really anything else. And I like pattern testing. I like trying to see what that does. And I like the results I've got from what I've tested in the field, you know, on paper and then in the field, you know. But I don't think it's right. My way is right or the only way either.
I think any choke you pick at 25 yards, you're gonna hit it or miss it. So the choke you shoot isn't really gonna matter.
Right. If you have it where you're supposed to be pointed and aimed for the distance and the flight, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and I think a misconception with choke tubes is that you want to have a super tight choke so you don't have any cripples, when the fact of the matter is you're shooting a shotgun, and the whole objective of shooting a shotgun is to have pellets going out and spreading out, so then you have a better chance of hitting your target. So by constricting your choke to eliminate cripples, you're then making it a lot easier to miss.
Yeah, because if you hit them in the head, more likely than not, they're not going to be crippled. They're just going to be belly up.
We've heard that argument so many times on the podcast as the reason why people use full choke a past year and a half. It's come up. How many times do you think we've heard people say that they use a full choke because they don't want cripples? 6, 7, 8 different guys? It's been a ton.
Yeah, we just add them all to the full choke outdoor army.
You can you can be in
I'm
there.
with Josh. I don't think that makes mathematically. I don't think it actually makes any sense. You just go to the diameter of your shot size and how many BBs it takes to actually kill a duck. I don't think it's a good argument.
Yeah, I'd say the most interesting explanation for a full choke that we had on the podcast, though, is we had Chasing Green on a couple weeks ago, and he said that he uses a full choke because they hunt in larger groups, and he lets the, I don't know if he said this or not, but like the less experienced guys in the middle shoot the closer ducks when they have a flock work in, and he picks out the ones that are further out. So that was an interesting explanation to why he used a full choke.
It's just preference.
Love big groups in Arkansas. Love big groups down there. Seems like.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never hunted down there. Patrick asked, "What gun do you shoot? How long have you been shooting it? And would you buy it again?" I shoot a Wicked Wings A5, 12 gauge, and I shoot a A5 Magnum, 20 gauge. I think I'd buy them both again. Yeah. Everybody else?
Winchester SX4. I like it. I'd probably buy it again.
I've got a Remington Versamax that I love, and just recently picked up a TriStar Viper 28 gauge that I shot 2 turkeys with, and I can't wait to get that out on like teal and mallards. And yeah, definitely would buy both of them again.
Yeah, I have that Browning A5, 12 gauge, and then I have the 20 gauge Franchi Affinity Elite. I really like that gun, that 20 gauge. It's fun. I would like to get a 28 gauge too, like you, Matt. That same one. I have a friend here that bought that exact same gun. He loves it. Oh, it almost feels like a toy gun. It's crazy.
It does. It's so sweet.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a lot of fun on a tail hunt.
I'd like to get
I'm shooting a Beretta A300. I don't know if I'd buy it again or not. I've had more problems with it than what I would have liked. I've had in the cold, it's a big issue. If you get any moisture on it at all, it locks up. And I've had too many misclicks, too many misfires on the gun. I like it when it works well. I've just had more problems with it than what I feel like I should have.
I'd like to get that.
I heard you had.
How long did you have that gun, Elliot? Or have you had that gun?
When I started my channel was the first.
Oh wow.
This is year 6.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was listening to your podcast with Chase from somewhere in Wisconsin. He was talking about basically having the same issues with his Outlander as I've got. So I thought that mine was kind of an anomaly, because when you do reviews on A300 online, it's like everyone says what an unbelievable workhorse gun it is, but I haven't had that experience. Dan had one. He had some issues with it. And then I heard on your podcast that Chase was saying he had issues with his. So I don't know. I might go with a Stoger if I was going to do it over again, an M300 or M3000. I mean,
yeah, he said he's going to throw it in the lake the next time it happens, and he said it's going to, because it keeps happening. It's happened all last year. So
if I oil my gun down and lightly clean it after every hunt, it doesn't do it. But I've got to pretty much do that. Not fully break it down, wipe it down, spray out the inside, and it normally won't misfire if I do that after every single hunt. Which is weird. It's like that little of dirt makes a difference to where it's normally the second shot is what it is.
Yeah, that's what he said too.
Sometimes you get a click, sometimes it's not fully absent on the chamber.
I swear they don't make guns as well as they used to, because that old A5 I have, it's from 79, and it's literally, it's super hard to take apart. Like, you literally have to have like a special toolkit and everything. And I've never taken it apart all the way like that. I mean, you just can't get to the internals. And if you do, you have to pay hundreds of dollars for a gunsmith to put it back together for you. But that thing just never misfires. It never has any issues ever. It's like, I mean, and that's what the A5 is famous for. So it's just crazy, those older guns. You know, I don't know if it's because it's all metal and machined and we just had better craftsmen back then or what, but that's my 2 cents on it, because I hear people having gun issues on everything.
A Mossberg semi-auto. The Mossberg pump I shot for 25 years, and I had problems with it towards the end of its life, but I mean, that's a long time to a lot of shells run through that gun.
Well,
Should
are
we
we kind of getting down to the end of this?
Yeah, I actually have to get off here myself.
Yeah, I think that probably wraps it up pretty good.
Jordan, do you want to plug one of your social medias?
Why?
I don't know. You're the new face of duck hunting on TikTok. So
I don't know about that. And Josh,
Yeah.
what are the chances you get a TikTok?
I don't know. I'm not that creative.
There's a hashtag on TikTok, and the hashtag is Mallard's Bro, and it has over 1 million views on it. It seems like a lot of
Are you
your people are already
Yeah.
on TikTok.
I don't know what I would TikTok.
you just got to take like clips from your past hunts and throw them up there, and people like them.
I've been on TikTok for like 22 days, and I just passed 6,000 followers today.
Yeah, because your stuff's good. It made me. I laughed so hard with the one where you're sliding your head on the floor.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those, but my brother showed me yours, Matt. The confidence decoy, that was hilarious. I was laughing hard on that one.
Which one was it?
He rips his shirt off and like tackles.
Oh,
him.
yeah.
That was hilarious. I love
Do you-
that one.
Do you know
that was okay, the backstory to that is I was listening to the Duck Gun podcast and Jordan was just trashing coot decoys.
Oh,
And
wow.
I made that video like right after I heard that on there.
So that person you tackled was Jordan, really.
That was Jordan, yeah.
The only problem is if he would have tried it in real life,
I
he would have
love that
bounced off.
That was good, dude. I was like, he's not holding his shirt up. He's just like, whoosh. Dude, you should have had something written in black marker on your chest too. And he did, like thumbs down with the Douglas Chronicles or something.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So long story short, Josh, we need to get you on there too.
I'll think about it.
I think
Man,
a lot.
if it was that viral, you making me think about it too.
Yeah.
I'm not creative either. I'll just end up saying I don't have time and turn it off again. So I can do everything else.
See the one Jordan did recently where it says something like two dudes staring at each other that miss duck hunting, and it's like Jordan just like staring at the camera looking all sensitive.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Super funny.
It's crazy. Like, that literally took like a minute, and it's got, I don't even know, it's got like 40,000 views on it.
That's insane.
I know. The one where I'm skidding my head.
Like, what do you? How's that like even going places?
It's
Like-
just they have a thing called For Your Page, so that's recommended pretty much. So you start off with hashtags, and then if it does well with your audience and hashtags, then it gets put in recommended. But like the one where I'm skidding my head across the floor, I'm gonna look at that again just so I get the numbers right. But it's at it's just shy of 400,000 views.
Holy cow!
I know. It's just there's a like I went on TikTok last night and I was just scrolling through trying to find duck hunting content, and there's not, like, the thing is there's a ton of eyeballs and not very many creators, like almost none, like way less than YouTube, which there's not a lot of YouTube content creators for duck hunting either, right? So
Do you think that's going to carry over to your channel?
I hope so.
That means you're going to beat Matt then.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
No. I've got to pump out the teal videos so I can beat Jordan.
Yeah.
I hope COVID cancels till season.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
dude, if it does that, you know it's gonna be regular season.
And then they have regular season
Oh.
that way. I got a
Yeah, my
chance.
company's here. I didn't even realize it. I guess I better get off here. Well, see you, everybody. See you
See you,
guys next
Titus.
time. Oh, there goes the doorbell.
Well, guys, should we call it a night here on the live stream?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
But before we sign
Congrats
off,
to all
though,
our winners.
yeah, I want to, just in case you didn't get here or you're watching this later on, I will message everybody. We got your names right here that we did from the drawing. So just look at your Facebook inbox, and then I'll just need your address, and I'll let everybody know, and your hats will be coming. Congrats, everybody. That's all I got to say.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll catch
another
everybody
good
on
live
the next
stream.
live stream.
Alrighty. See everybody later.